Issue 3. Birth of a Hero. Summary. In this thrilling conclusion to the origin arc, Jamal steps out of the shadows as Uberman and faces his first true test. A local crime boss named Marcel "Snake" Jones has been exploiting the community. Uberman's investigation and strategic planning culminate in a confrontation with Snake's gang. The issue is action-packed and gritty, showing Uberman in costume, red cape flowing, outsmarting and outfighting criminals. We see the toll of his no-lies ethic as he grapples with maintaining honesty even in subterfuge. By the end, Uberman earns a reputation as a mysterious new protector of Capital City's Westside, setting the stage for future battles. Narrative. Capital City whispers of a masked vigilante after the subway incident. Though Jamal kept a low profile, rumors spread of a figure in a red cape who foiled a mugging. Encouraged, Jamal intensifies his campaign. He spends weeks gathering information on the neighborhood's criminal underbelly, using a combination of intellect and daring. Disguised as a maintenance worker, he plants tiny wireless cameras, built from old smartphone parts, around known gang hangouts. Late at night, he eavesdrops from fire escapes on secret meetings. His nearly superhuman mind pieces together disparate clues, a dropped code phrase here, a pattern of graffiti there, bundles it with public data he hacks from the police database. Jamal soon uncovers a central thread. Much of the local crime traces back to Snake Jones, a mid-level crime boss with a vicious reputation. Snake Jones earned his nickname through cunning and the snake tattoo coiling around his forearm. He runs extortion rackets and deals in illegal weapons, making the neighborhood more dangerous by the day. Snake also has half the local police precinct on his payroll, which is why he's evaded arrests. Uberman determines that to free his community, Snake must be brought down with undeniable evidence truth that even Snake's paid-off cops can't ignore. One of Jamal's hidden cameras yields a breakthrough. Footage of Snake's crew stockpiling military-grade weapons in an old warehouse at 369 Parker Avenue. Jamal cannot help but notice the address includes 369. It's the evidence he needs. With his photographic memory, Jamal drafts a meticulous plan reminiscent of an expert strategist. He pinpoints Snake's routine. Thursday nights at 9 p.m., Snake personally inspects the warehouse. Uberman prepares to strike then, intending to expose the weapon stash to the honest authorities and dismantle Snake's operation in one move. The night of the confrontation arrives, rainy and moonless. Uberman stands on a rooftop overlooking the warehouse, red cape billowing in the stormy wind, the blue of his suit blending into darkness. He has informed Detective Nia Grant, one of the rare trustworthy cops, and an old friend of Dr. Baker, to be ready nearby with backup at exactly 9:369 p.m., a subtle code he used in his message, which made Nia chuckle and reply, "Understood." As Snake and a dozen of his thugs gather below, Uberman feels a surge of nerves. This is the largest fight of his life. One misstep could be fatal, but he steels himself with the knowledge that his plan is sound. "Trust in truth," he whispers, a personal mantra, and descends into the fray. Inside the warehouse, Snake is barking orders, his gold chains glinting under harsh lights. Suddenly, the overhead lights flicker. Uberman, tapping into the building's old wiring, causes a brief blackout. In the confusion, he strikes. What follows is a whirlwind of action and flickering light. Uberman versus Snake's gang. Jamal's training takes over. He moves through the armed goons with fluid precision. A thug swings a baseball bat, Uberman sidesteps and counters with a palm strike that sends the bat clattering. Another fires a pistol. Uberman anticipated this and already killed the light's darkness, veils his exact position. He uses the environment, having mapped the layout earlier. 3 quick steps, and he's atop a stack of crates, leaping down to disarm the gunman with a pinpoint kick. His red cape snaps like a banner each time he emerges from the shadows to strike, creating an almost spectral presence that unnerves the criminals. During the melee, Snake manages to grab one of his own henchmen's guns and takes a hostage, a young man from the neighborhood forced into Snake's crew. Snake's arm coils around the teen's neck like a snake squeezing prey, gun to his temple. "Show yourself, hero, or I blow his brains out." Snake snarls into the darkness. Rain drips through a leaky roof, punctuating the silence. Uberman steps from the shadows, hands slowly raised. His mind is racing for a strategy. A direct assault might get the hostage killed. Instead, he speaks, voice steady and resonant, modulated by a small DIY voice changer to sound deeper. "Snake, you don't want to do this. Surrender. I've already sent proof of your weapons cache to the police." This is true right as the fight began. Uberman wirelessly uploaded the incriminating footage to Detective Grant's secure line. "They're on their way," he adds. Snake's eyes dart about nervously, but he keeps the gun on the hostage. He hisses, "Think you're clever? I'll kill this kid and slip away in the chaos. You won't risk telling the cops I'm here if it means this punk's life, right?" Uberman feels a knot in his stomach. He will not lie. Snake is wrong. He already tipped off the cops. But if Uberman reveals that, Snake might panic and shoot. In that tense moment, Uberman resolves his dilemma with ingenuity. "Snake," he says slowly, You think a life means nothing to me? It means everything. You have one chance to do the right thing. He edges closer, his cape brushing the dusty floor. Snake's finger trembles on the trigger. Uberman meets the hostage's wide, terrified eyes and gives a barely perceptible nod. Timing is everything. In a flash, Uberman triggers a small flash bomb from his utility belt, a device he cobbled together using camera, flash capacitors. The warehouse is seared with sudden light. Snake flinches, blinded for an instant, and loosens his grip. That instant is all Uberman needs. He lunges forward and wrenches the gun from Snake's hand with a precise twist. The young hostage scrambles free. Uberman locks Snake's arm and flips the crime boss onto his back with a thud, pinning him. When the spot's clear from everyone's vision, they see the vigilante standing over Snake, triumphant. Sirens wail in the distance, Detective Grant and the backup squad arriving right on cue. Moments later, police flood the warehouse. A few dirty cops in Snake's pay hesitate, seeing their boss defeated. But Detective Nia Grant is leading the team and takes control. Nia has heard whispers of the vigilante and is curious to finally see him. Uberman doesn't flee. Instead, he hands her a USB drive, containing the incriminating video and logs he hacked from Snake's phone detailing bribes. All the evidence you need is here, Detective, he says. His voice is clear and unwavering. Nia Grant nods. Accepting the drive and the situation, vigilante or not, this mysterious figure just delivered a huge win for justice. Before the other officers can question or move to detain him, Uberman steps back. One young cop, startled by the caped figure, asks aloud, "Who are you?" Uberman stands tall, rainwater dripping off the edge of his red cape. This time, he does not hesitate in his answer. "I am Uberman," he declares, his deep brown eyes fierce behind a simple domino mask. "I stand for truth and justice in this city." His words are not shouted, but they carry weight in the cavernous warehouse. To him, it feels good right to finally speak his chosen name openly. It isn't boasting. It's an introduction of an ally to the people he intends to serve. With that, Uberman bounds up a stack of crates and disappears through a broken skylight into the rainy night. Detective Grant's officers secure Snake Jones and his goons, cuffing them amid grumbles and groans. As Snake is dragged away, he spits angrily. "This isn't over. You hear me, Uberman? I'll get you." But his threats echo emptily. Outside, a crowd of curious onlookers has gathered at the police tape. Among them is Dr. Elijah Baker and Darius, now recovered and walking with a cane. They had gotten word something big was happening. They exchange knowing smiles as they catch a glimpse of a red cape streaking across the rooftops. In that moment, a legend is born on the streets of Capital City. Uberman's first victory sends ripples through the community. To the residents of the Westside, downtrodden and skeptical after years of neglect, a new symbol has appeared of hope and empowerment. He is one of them, an African-American man from their own streets. And yet something more, a guardian who uses brains over bullets. Graffiti tags begin appearing on alley walls depicting a stylized red cape, or the numbers 369, as youth celebrate their new hero. Jamal watches these developments quietly from the background of his normal life, careful not to draw attention. He knows he has only won a battle, not the war. But as he balances his freshman college classes by day and patrols by night, he feels the purpose that's driven him for a decade crystallize. Uberman will bring truth and justice to light, no matter how dark and gritty the world may be. The origin story ends with Jamal standing atop his apartment building at dawn, mask off, red cape fluttering behind him as the sun breaks through smoggy clouds. He closes his eyes and whispers a thanks to his mother, his grandma Amma, now passed away, but ever present in his heart, and all his ancestors who fought for justice. The past, present, and future converge in him. Uberman has arrived, and this is just the beginning.